We have so much to discuss and so little time to discuss it. So stop wasting time, Barry. Why are you still talking?
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021, and this is episode number 270-something of the show. I have no idea what this is. Hey, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you have been injured in an accident, if you have had a family member suffer a wrongful death, please call the AP Law Group, 713-913-GO-AP. Get taken care of. It's big, firm results, small firm attention. AP Law Group. Hey, welcome to the show. Thank you guys for joining. We have so much to discuss, so much to get to. Yesterday was very sportsy in the first hour, probably going to be pretty sportsy again today. I do have a guest in hour number 2, Dr. Russel Williams from the Y Factor, going to be joining us talking about men's health. Super important. June is Men's Health Awareness Month, so we want to talk about that, and I've got a special surprise for those of you in the weight loss challenge. We will discuss that as well. So stick around for that in hour number 2. Hour number 1, though, man, we got a lot to discuss in regards to the NBA and baseball. And oh my God, so much is happening. I've got a lot of video for you today, too. I've got video from Stephen A. Smith. I've got some baseball video, and I've got the new EA Sports Madden 22 promo. It's about 5 minutes long. I have not watched it yet, so we'll watch it together and see what happens in that regard and what we think of it. We'll all talk about it real time. Maybe you guys have seen it, but I'll give you my thoughts as we go, as we watch it live. Now, it's also a Whisker Wednesday, so of course, Special Pals brings us to adorable dogs to adopt today. No kitties today, but you're going to really like the pups I have for you. So make sure you stick around for that as well. Lots of non-sports, some weird shit going down, some links, a good old-fashioned chicken battle between the Hooters and Wingstop. So we're going to get to all that. Okay? All of that. But before we start this raggedy-ass show, we always start with the chat. That is the most important people on the planet, and it's you guys. And getting in first today, the greatest deckhead in the history of the world, at least for the next 2 hours. My girl Cece rocking that shit. Good job, Cece. Let's give it up, y'all. Cece is the greatest deckhead in the history of the world for about 2 hours, and then she leaves at 6 and goes on vacay, and she's super. She also got the first super chat. So, greatest deckhead, Triple Crown winner. Y'all can't touch the queen today. No can do. Good times ahead, though. Let's give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat, at least that I see so far. I see Jess is here. Tony Garza is here. Why is my chat looks thin? Penguin Katie is here. Christy is here. I mentioned the handsomest Tony Garza. Crystal, what's up? She said Whiskey Wednesday. Where's my invite? No, Whisker Wednesday. Why is that way over there? Why is that wide? This all looks really awkward right now. That's supposed to be a lot smaller. There we go. Justin Swinford is in the building. Rudolph Rodriguez, I love the always the sanitize, wash hands, social distance. I don't know why the icons don't come through, but it's whatever. Charles Garza is here. D. Mata, Christopher Reyes. I know he hates me calling him Christopher, so that's why I do it. But Chris Reyes is in the building. Nick Gamboa, you dirty bitch. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Charles, Flip Rodriguez is in the building. What's up, Flippity? Flippity Flip Flip. Welcome back. Steven the Weather Guy How about a weather Wednesday? Dude, it got fucking crazy over here. So we have a leak in the front yard. And I wasn't sure. I thought it was the water people's problem because it's right there in line with where the water main runs. So I called him out and they had a guy check it. And he was like, yeah, I detect levels of chlorine. I don't know what that means. But he's like, it's probably ours. We're going to have some crew come out and dig it up. So they came out today and they dug up my front yard and they were like, yeah, it's your problem. It's your sprinkler head. I was like, how the fuck did my sprinkler head make a lake? They were like, oh, it's a slow drip. I was like, then why isn't my water bill $80 bajillion? They were like, oh, no, but it's your problem. I was like, well, go on and dig that down since you're here and get down to the main and just check it. And they were like, okay. So I come inside and shut the door. And as soon as I do, the fucking skies open up and it just pours on these poor young men. And the hole that they dug just filled up with water. And then they still had to dig it out. I felt bad. I felt pretty bad. But it's whatever. So, White Magic is in the building. Awake Reaper is here. Josh Fernandez. What's up, Perry? CC. Oh, shit. Amazon. What? No, Amazon. What happened with Amazon? What's up, Aaron J. Bryant? Happy hump day to you, buddy. No, what do you mean Amazon? Ain't nothing wrong with Amazon. Amazon didn't roll through my yard. Just a leak. It was out. Oh, the sprinkler head was out in the middle. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it definitely wasn't the sprinkler heads that Amazon rolled over. It was out in the middle of the yard. So it's possible that maybe I ran it over. I don't know. It's possible. Who knows? All right. Let's get this show rolling. Let's get into the sports because we do have a lot to get to. I want to do the Whisker Wednesday. In fact, let's just get the Whisker Wednesday going first. Okay, let's just fire those off first. By the way, Whisker Wednesday, before we get to this cutie Lady Rover, let me tell you about Special Pals. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. for adoptions. So if you've got, a little time during the week, get out there. Special Pals is open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. You can get out there on the weekends as well. All of the dogs and cats adopted from Special Pals come fully vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, up to date on flea and heartworm preventions. You name it, they've done it. They're taken care of. All you got to do is visit specialpals.org. You can see all of the animals that they have and learn how you can help not just adopt animals, but also spread the word. And by the way, it is the last week of Big Dog Summer at Special Pals. So all of the dogs older than 4 months old and larger than 40 pounds can go home for a $50 adoption fee, and that is absolutely nothing. So take a looky here at Lady Rover. What a cutie patootie. So this is Lady Rover, obviously brought to you by Special Pals. Red Rover, let this lady come over. Katie's so good at this. Lady Rover's a 4-month-old, and she is the last pup remaining from her litter. Oh, it's always sad when it's the last one. Incredibly laid back, lovable, and would make a great work from bed buddy. Okay, I dig that. Katie vouching for the fact that these two are really, really sweet. So that is Lady Rover. And if you like the way that Lady Rover looks and is and the kind of dog that she is, get out there to specialpals.org, get set up, and go see them. That is super important. Now, the other one I have for you, I'm not so hip with the name. I'm not so keen on this. I feel like you guys are fucking with me, Katie. I feel like Katie's I feel like Special Pals, all the camaraderie we built, all the partnership that when you go and name a dog after my wife, I don't know if I like that. But she said, nope, it's not that Nora. This Nora is from the mean streets of 5th Ward. Well, yeah, my Nora's not. My Nora's from the mean streets of Northside. She's a 6-year-old boxer mix who can still hang with the young pups. She loves playing fetch in the yard and eating spicy boiled shrimp from Dan's. I'm just going to tell you, Katie, when we come to fill out the paperwork, if Nora stabs you in the fucking face, she didn't like that we featured a dog named Nora. Katie's like, no. We did not name her. We didn't name her. Blame Harris County. Okay. All right. Josh, a.k.a. 713 Hooligan, said, what's up, fam? Sorry, I've been MIA. It's okay. I just figured you didn't love me anymore. That shit happens. He said, why? There's work to be done, but how come 53 folks in here and only 25 likes? Hey, that's a good idea. By the way, if you haven't liked the show, do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that as well. All appreciated there. But hey, don't forget too, when it comes to these pups, and special pals, Nora and Lady Rover. Get on over to specialpals.org if you want to adopt them. Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. Vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, up to date on flea and heartworm prevention. You name it, they do it. Plus, it is Big Dog Summer. Your last reminder, this is the last week for it. All dogs over 4 months and 40 pounds can go home for a $50 adoption fee. So shout out to the folks at Special Pals. You guys, Spencer's going to stay. So I'm not just on this show telling you to adopt animals and then not doing my part. Like Oliver, we got from a shelter here in Montgomery County, and now Spencer's going to stay with us, I'm sure. Not a COVID cough. Spencer's going to stay with us, I'm sure of it. And that's a Special Pals adoption. So, in fact, Spencer was featured on this show. So there you go. Nick said, I always wonder about the likes. You know, I try not to get too, I even try not to look at the numbers too much. I mean, it all matters and it all helps. And every time you like the show and I see there's one thumbs down and that's okay. We haven't had that person around in a really long time. But yeah, all that helps. But I just try not to, because I obsess over that stuff. I obsess over the numbers. So yeah, Spencer's going to stay. So that's dope. What's up, Marty? What's up, dude? What's up, House? What's up, D-Mata? Good to see everybody hopping in. A little late, but that's good. Better late than never. Let's get to it. Let's get to our sports headlines. Here you go. I saw Ray Lucio in here too. What's up, Ray? Your sports headlines. Cade Cunningham, after last night's NBA draft lottery, said he plans to only visit with the Pistons prior to the draft because obviously Pistons getting the number 1 pick in the draft. Shut up, Jed. Don't be telling people I obsess. Oh, shut up, Jed. Also, the Suns are hopeful that Chris Paul will be able to go in Game 3. And I tell you what, if he is and they win, turn out the lights, the party is over if that occurs. Giannis is currently the betting favorite to win Finals MVP. I think that's pretty interesting. That's very interesting. We'll see how it goes. Alex Caruso was arrested by Aggie cops on campus for marijuana possession. Had a grinder on him. Not on grinder. Had a grinder on him. That's how that goes. So it's whatever. So there's your sports headlines. I don't know if I think Giannis is the favorite to win the Finals MVP. I mean, obviously Vegas does. But if you had to pick and you couldn't pick Giannis, who would you take? I'm going to go Devin Booker. What's wrong with the chat? Why is the chat all messed up? What's going on? What's happening here, peoples? Did I mess something up in the settings? Oh, Tony said I'll peek in every now and then. Portugal, France is a good one. I was watching Spain and something this morning. It was pretty interesting. It wasn't, it was whatever. It was just on. I wasn't really watching it. I just had it on. I had a little soccer. I'm trying to check the chat thing here. Let's see. Health of the stream. The stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended bit rate. Bit rate. We recommend using stream. What? What am I? Oh, it says excellent. Why is this thing being such a bitch? I don't know. It says everything says the stream is healthy, low latency. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why the chat's being weird. So soccer updates allowed today. No. Did I say that? Did I say soccer updates are allowed? No. Why would I want to do that? Why would I subject the people? Yeah, I had it on. Everybody calm the fuck down. No, it's not an operator error. You shut your whore mouth, Marty. I had soccer on the TV. It's 3-0. What was it? Slovenia versus Spain or some shit? I don't know. There's no soccer updates. No. Josh, you don't run this goddamn show. Please, go ahead. Fuck around and find out. Put some soccer updates in there and see what happens. I wish you motherfuckers would. Eric said no soccer updates. I'm going to watch the games later tonight. Yeah, okay. Well, that banned Tony Garza. That happened. Let's see here. See? There you go. Oh, yeah, it was Slovakia. Yeah. There you go. There's your soccer update. See how it says unbanned? That's because he got banned. Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up, bitches. Okay, let's talk about the NBA draft lottery last night. little bit of drama and intrigue, but here are your final 14 picks, or your top 14 picks, I should say, in the draft lottery. Pistons obviously get number one. Rockets hang on. Once they announced that the Orlando Magic had the 5th pick in the draft, Rockets fans with a big sigh of relief, because that means they didn't lose their pick to the Thunder, which would have been crazy if the Thunder had the 5th and 6th pick in the draft, but it did not happen. Rockets end up second. There was a moment there when you thought, okay, this could be a big deal if they get the first pick, but alas, they didn't. Pistons get the first pick in the draft. Rockets are second. Cavs third, Raptors fourth, Magic pick 5. Thunder 6, Warriors 7, Magic again at 8. Kings 9, Pelicans 10, Hornets 11, Spurs 12, Pacers 13, and the Warriors at 14. What's crazy is when you look at how many people have multiple picks in this top 14 alone. I mean, you've got the Magic with a couple of picks. You've got the Warriors with a couple of picks. So, you got the Thunder, who almost had a couple of picks. Pretty crazy to think about what this could do, because they're saying this is a pretty deep draft overall. Now, that's all well and good, but there was a Woj bomb that got dropped, I believe, during the draft. We were streaming live on Sports Riot Live, but this was what Woj said to Rachel Nichols about the Pistons and Cleveland, and actually not the Pistons, but the Cavs and the Rockets and even Minnesota. He said, Rachel, I think when you look at this lottery tonight, there are multiple teams, I'm told, Cleveland, Minnesota, Houston, who are going to be very aggressive in the top of this lottery, if they're in the top of this lottery, with perhaps putting those picks in trades to bring back young veteran players or all-star level players to accelerate their rebuilds. Now, whether you believe that or not, I think had the Rockets gotten the number 1 pick in the draft, there's no way they trade that, but at 2, through whatever, if there's value in that and they can bring in a star, it's very possible that they do that. I think that the prize of the draft is going to go 1, and then after that, there's good players, but they're certainly not that level. I think what you're going to find is the Rockets have time to explore that. Now, the question becomes, do you trust a young kid to come in and make those decisions, make a difference and an impact as this team grows? Or would you rather go out and get a young veteran presence for those picks? And who? And how? And what? Right? I don't have the answers. Obviously, that's all just the questions that need to be asked before the Rockets make these decisions. A lot of folks on the fence, when I saw on Twitter, a lot of people talking about whether they think this is true or not, whether the Rockets will be active or not. I don't know. We'll ask Kelly Iko on Thursday. Tomorrow, Kelly Iko of The Athletic going to join me, and we'll bring specifically up that question for him. What does he think the Rockets are going to do with that pick? Because half of you wants to think, hey, if they go, I mean, with the 2nd pick in the draft, you should be able to get a guy that becomes an all-star franchise player. But you don't know. But if you could trade that pick for a guy that was guaranteed or is already playing at that level, I mean, do you do it? Would you do it? I think I would. I'm a bird in the hand versus 2 in the bush kind of guy. I'd rather have a player that has already proven themselves. Even if it means he's a couple years older, maybe out of his rookie deal already. Fine. I'd rather have that because I know there's a proven track record versus a young guy. Now, don't get me wrong. I think you would rather have the number 1 pick. You're not trading the rights to Cade Cunningham. You're rocking with him. But after that, I think that's why people are saying what they're saying, because I think he is the one sure thing. If you read what the draft experts in the NBA are saying about everybody else outside of Cade Cunningham. A lot of love for those top 5 guys. A lot of love. Suggs is getting a lot of love. Green's getting a lot of love. Mobley's getting a lot of love. But they all have their flaws too. I think everybody feels like Cade is the man. After that, could be busts. He feels like the most sure thing to most people. Rockets going to be what they've been every year. Trash. Rockets haven't been trash every year. I mean, the Rockets have been by far the Rockets have been the most successful sports franchise in this city. and one of the most successful basketball franchises over the last several decades. So I feel like you're just thrashing about, saying crazy shit for no reason, which is typical white magic. But yeah, I don't think and I agree with this too. Yeah, Warriors back healthy are going to be a squad. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. Really, is Clay ever going to be healthy? That's a big question. That's a really big question. But even with these young guys, they are poised with an aging Steph Curry. They are poised to do some things. So we'll see. So speaking of the NBA, Stephen A. Smith, as you know, Ben Simmons absolutely shit the bed. And Stephen A. Smith had some things to say about it. In fact, he talked about getting a text. I don't know if you saw this or not, but this is Stephen A. Smith saying he got a text from people that are close to the situation with Ben Simmons. Check this out.
I just received a text. You know how Max, I get my text messages during the show. Y'all know that. I just received a text from somebody very, very close to the situation in Philadelphia about Ben Simmons. This is a quote. This is not me. This is them. Quote, he doesn't work, he doesn't listen, and everyone around him is family, and he's constantly babied.
Surprise! I mean, is anybody really shocked by that? Raise your hand if that surprises you. That there's a soft-ass player in the NBA, surrounds himself with yes men and people that say what he wants to hear. I'm not surprised by that in the least. I think that this is probably the worst time for him to have that. But I think if you're going to be honest with yourself, if you're Ben Simmons, if you really want to improve and prove all of these people wrong, it's going to take some tough love. And just having people that make you feel good about yourself around you all the time is not how you grow in anything, whether it's basketball or whatever it is you do. Having people just tell you what you want to hear, it's not going to get it done. I mean, I talk about that in comedy all the time. You can have somebody shit the bed on stage, and if they get off and everybody's like, hey, good set, don't worry about it. That's not going to help. Amos says that was the case at LSU as well. Yeah, look, it's a catch-22 though, right? Because people want to be associated with and around guys like Ben Simmons. People gravitate to these superstars. They want to be in their camp. They want to work for Ben Simmons. They want to be his manager, coach, whatever it is, right? Off the court coach, not Sixers coach, but whatever. You get it. And so in order to do that, they feel like you can't be honest with Ben and be like, bro, I don't know why you're over here doing whatever you're doing. You need to be at the free throw line shooting a bajillion free throws every day. And if he doesn't want to hear that, you upset him, you're obviously not around. And that's the way that celebrity status works a lot of time. It's rare that you'll have a guy. It's rare that you'll have a person that will not want yes men around. There are some, don't get me wrong. But this is why coaching and coaches are so important, because coaches aren't trying to be your friend. They want to, they want you to like them and they want to have a good relationship with you. But a coach is going to try to tell you what you need to hear to be better. Ben probably just needs to spend a lot more time with his coaches and a lot less time around the people in his camp that tell him what he needs to hear. D-Mata said, we can't hear you. Or is it just me? I like that everyone just assumes when they have a problem, it's my problem or everybody's problem. Just reboot your phone or your laptop or whatever. Amos says he's not American, so he's probably clings to the family that lives here more. Yeah. Okay. But do you want to cling to your family or do you want to get better? Like, come on, he's a big boy, Amos. I'm not gonna buy the fact that he needs yes men around him because he's in a different country. I mean, so is Luka. He's excelling. He's doing what he needs to do. Plenty of players go through that. And now, do you have the mentality or are you weak-minded to deal with it? That's a different story. And I'm not suggesting that Ben Simmons is weak-minded, but based off of what Stephen A is saying, maybe he is. Maybe he is. Who knows? So White Magic saying regular season doesn't equate to success. Okay. I'm not going to argue with the guy. Just not going to argue with you. By the way, we have an update on the over-under. The number one has fallen. Yeah. If you had the over 6 months, sorry, you lose. If you had the under, please step to the window. It happened fast, too. It was right after we talked about it being stuck in the ceiling. There it is. There you go. That's a little update for you on the one that was up there. It's not up there anymore. Let's see here. Yeah. See? There it goes. It's gone. It was right up there in that little square. No more. It is gone. There you go. There's your number one floating in the ceiling update. Yeah, sorry, House. You lose $1 million. Luka made his coach quit. No. Mark Cuban made that coach quit. Don't even try it. I like you, ceiling. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, thanks. It's a fancy ceiling. As far as ceilings go, I like it. I'm gonna need you to suck up the helium and call us damn dirty deckheads. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out though. Like, here's the thing. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out without it. I need to like create a hole in it and then where I can, keep it closed so that it doesn't leak out. All right, here we go.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? All right, we're just going to do the whole show like that. I'm not using my teeth, Katie. I'm not butt chugging helium.
Oh.
What's going on, bitches? Listen, there's a lot of stuff we got to get to, and yeah, several. Hey, fuck you guys, all right? I don't want to hear shit. What's up?
I need to cut a promo. I need to cut a Barry sounds like Trey. I need to cut a promo for this. Hold on.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, check me out every day, 2 to 4 p.m. Barry on Deck on YouTube. It's great. Yeah. Okay. No.
Katie said, "Oh damn, that thing is more full than I thought." Yeah, I know. Free Tony. Fuck Tony. This is his Australian accent. Where's the hole at? That's what she said.
Kermit the Frog here. Hey, Shelby, how are you? No, don't clip this, you raggedy bitch. I'm sorry about your kid's asthma.
That sucks. I guess I could go back and free Tony. Where does it? When did I ban Tony? Let's see. I gotta go way back. Oh, there he goes. All right, Tony's unbanned. Oh yeah.
Taste the freedom. Yeah, this is. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. Oh yeah, that's right there. Baby. Mm-hmm.
Isn't this bad for you? My lungs are tight. My lungs are sore. I'm getting dizzy. Let me try to do this off.
All right, so who watched some MLB last night? It got crazy wild. Yeah, Max Scherzer's pissed, people. I mean, pissed. It got so crazy, Joe Girardi tried to fight Max Scherzer. Can you believe this shit? I was like, what? Shit was pretty wild.
I can't really breathe right now. This is so tight. I'm kind of lightheaded. Am I going to die? Is this too much helium? Is this it? I feel like I maybe should ask the doctor, can you have too much helium? Also, what if the helium is expired?
I really hope this doesn't kill me. This could be bad. Scherzer was acting like a child. Same with dude from the A's. No, they weren't. You think about that, Dan. Think about it, you raggedy bitch. If that was you, you'd hate it.
Barry, you're going to have to borrow Harley's nebulizer. Yeah, I might have to go get my wife's. I don't know. Now do it with antifreeze.
Holy shit. White Magic thinks he's funny, you guys. I just came back. Am I high? No, Josh, definitely not high. We're just kicking it right here on Barry on Deck. Just feeling the...
Man, my lungs hurt. All right. That's enough of that. I'm just going to cough for a while. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's now. I think it's coming back a little bit. All right. Okay. That's good. Let's talk about that Max Scherzer, Joe Girardi incident. If you didn't know what's going on. Actually, you know what? Let me do this real quick before we get I should have done the fucking reads that way. That would have been pretty badass, right? But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about Dan's Seafood and Wings because I want you guys to get the best seafood in the city of Houston. I want you guys to get the best crawfish in the city of Houston. I want you guys to have the best New Orleans barbecue style shrimp, the best lo mein, all that. Go to Dan's Seafood and Wings. That's where it's at, people. 2 locations to serve you. One on the southwest side on South Gessner. One on the northeast side on Uvalde Road. I love Dan's. You're going to love Dan's. Excuse me. All of the deckheads love Dan's, and I think you will too. If you are a seafood fan, if you are a seafood aficionado, just try it one time for me and get back to me and tell me what you think. You're going to love it. I promise you that Nora won't eat shrimp anywhere else. It's Dan's or nothing. If she can't have Dan's boiled spicy shrimp, she doesn't want to eat shrimp. So go check it out. Eatatdans.com is the website. Follow them also on Instagram, eatatdans. Cece loves it. Katie loves it. I think they just met up at Dan's not too long ago. So check it out. Go to eatatdans.com for the locations and the menu. Follow them on Instagram. But more importantly, put some Dan's in your mouth. Also want to tell you guys about the AP Law Group. So happy to have these folks on board. It's always good to have a lawyer on your side, especially with the way people drive and how crazy everybody is out there on the streets. Folks, if you've been hit by an 18-wheeler, because they're crazy people, trust me. Driving back from Little Rock, I almost got hit twice by 18-wheelers. But if you have been hit by an 18-wheeler, if you have been in a car accident, or you have a loved one who died due to another's negligence, call my guys Gilbert and Arsha over at the AP Law Group. 713-913-GO-AP is the number. That's 713-913-GO-AP. 2 local guys here based out of Houston, went to U of H Law School. So they are H-Town through and through. They deliver you big firm results, small firm attention. When you call 713-913-GO-AP, you're not going to get an assistant or some answering service. You're going to get an actual attorney that talks to you. And they started the AP Law Group because Gilbert used to work for an insurance company, got tired of seeing the little man get screwed. That's you and me, folks. So give them a call, 713-913-GO-AP. That's 713-913-GO-AP, or log on to aplawgroup.com. All right. Big. No, there's no comma. It's big firm results, not big, comma, firm results. Can we eat at Dan's Tuesday when I come back? I'm down. I mean, I don't know if if I have time because the sport's right, but I certainly would. Dandy Dan said, I hate umps, but they're just doing their jobs with inspecting. So for once, they don't deserve so much attitude. So let's talk about MLB. If you didn't know, MLB has decided that what they're going to do now is check pitchers between innings so as to not slow down the game, but they're going to check them for sticky substances. Everybody gets checked. Everybody. Some people are handling it pretty well. Some people are not. Now, the difference is Dandy Dan saying Max Scherzer didn't handle it like an adult, but when you get checked at 5 fucking times in 3 innings, you're going to be a little upset. Joe Girardi made the comment that he saw Max Scherzer doing his hair like this. He said, I'd never seen that before from Max. He's a great pitcher, Hall of Fame pitcher, but it made me question why he kept rubbing his head, so I wanted it checked, plus the other normal checks, and then he did it again just to maybe get in his head. Who knows? But if this is a tool that managers are going to use to try to get pitchers off their game and get them upset, I think I like what I forget who the pitcher was, but one of the pitchers said, listen, if you request a check and there's nothing there, you should be penalized in some way. I'm for that. You get one free, right? Almost like review. You can ask for a check one time, but if you do it again in the same game and there's nothing there, maybe you lose an out or some shit. I don't know. You lose a replay. That manager gets thrown out. I don't know. But I think that's going to put a stop to what Girardi did, because Girardi was just being an asshole. Let's be real. Girardi was just fucking with Max Scherzer. That's all he was trying to do. Get into his head. It's a division rival. It's a division game. He's trying to bully Max from the mound with a new tool that baseball has presented to him that they can use given the current situation that we are in with sticky stuff. Max is already being checked. Yeah, he brought out a new hat. Who gives a shit? He's sweaty. And he even commented, Max Scherzer said, the reason why I was rubbing my head is I was not sweating anywhere else on my body. And when you mix the sweat with the rosin, it gives you a little better grip. So I was just getting sweat on my hand so that I can mix it with some of the rosin to get a grip. That's it. That's what he said. Now, here's the video. And let's talk again about who's acting like the child here.
Gazing over toward the
so this is after being checked once again. He stares down Joe Girardi on his way out, right? Okay. That's fine. I'd probably stare his ass down too if I've been checked 5 times in 3 innings. But old Joe Girardi, a manager, mind you, apparently didn't like getting stared at, so this is how he reacted.
Just looked, and then Joe Girardi came up
is
and
inviting
said,
him to fight. He's telling him, come on, you want some of this? Come on, fight me. Now he gets thrown out and pushed off the field.
Ejection for Joe.
So you tell me who the petulant child is.
Scherzer,
the guy that's been checked 5 times.
Showing his hands.
He's like, look, I got nothing. See, I got nothing.
Well, if you're,
or the manager that when he gets stared at.
Well, here's the thing.
The manager, when he gets stared at, wants to now fight the player. Now, my favorite part is if you look here, who's the former pitching coach for the Astros with the super deep, sexy voice back in like 2014? That's him right there. Number 48, but watch him because he basically is making fun of Joe Girardi. He's basically making fun of Girardi because watch, you can see him go, oh, and then he says, hold me back. Watch this. He's basically saying Girardi don't want none.
Yeah,
hold me back. Hold me back.
Here's the thing. Joe
He's like, you don't want none of this.
And you get it. He's staring him down in the dugout.
Right. Max Scherzer is the inning.
Pretty interesting. That wasn't Gary Gaetti. That was not Gary Gaetti. Yeah, Rev said, I don't think Scherzer was out of line at all. I don't either. At that point, it's a little much, okay? They checked the dude as literally 3 or 4 times in a very short amount of time. Pretty ridiculous. Wow, this chat is way behind, isn't it? Like, the helium is gone. I guess I could, wait, there might be a little left. That's probably not a bad idea. Do a lamb bomb? Let's see.
Lamb bomb. All right, this is enough of that. That was a good idea. It's just a little late, Steve. Could you catch up next time, please? No, that was, yes, it was Hickey. That was, yeah, Hickey. That's who that was.
But he had a good point. Girardi wanted none of that. Girardi's not going to fight a player. And now, I mean, you know, whether you think Girardi's a tough guy or not, that remains to be seen. But that dude, you know, he brought it on himself, I think. He brought it on himself. So kind of chicken shit. But here's the crazy thing about this, folks. This is the state of baseball where we're at now. You're literally using sticky stuff and the ability to check as psychological warfare. Now, the old boy from the A's that took his belt off and pulled his pants down, kind of acting like a petulant child. Everybody else is going through this. But I think that the pitchers are sick of this shit and they're trying to prove a point, and I don't mind it. They're like, guys, this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, the weird thing is that they're checking them when they come off the mound. Why wouldn't you just check them when they come in the game real quick? Boom, boom, boom. Be done. I don't know. Kind of weird that they do it after the fact, though. Dan said MLB defense needs to work on that rule more, giving managers too much power. Also, Girardi looked like a fool. Yeah, fact. Yeah, I think you got to get better at who can use that, how and when and how many times. And yeah, they got to figure this out. Right now, baseball looks so silly. So silly with the way that they're going about this. This would literally, let me explain what this would look like for those of you that maybe can't wrap your mind around. This would literally be like checking footballs for their PSI after the Patriots run a series. Hey, let's just, or now the Bucks because of Tom Brady. We got to check the PSI every time Tom gets the ball. Got to make sure it's that's what we're doing here. It's not slowing down the game, but it's making the game look stupid. Like it's full of cheaters and nobody is to be trusted. It's pretty bad. Fidel said, I think it should be used like a timeout, but a kick in the NFL. Use it like freezing the kicker. That's what he's doing. I mean, Max Scherzer was nasty last night. Make no mistake about it. Dude was nasty last night. And I think Girardi felt like he's a little nastier than normal. Well, let me tell you what. Max Scherzer knows how to pitch, so. I'll said if I'm a pitcher, I start rubbing weird areas. Yeah, I'd gotta like reach into your pants, like way down deep and tickle your taint, like from the back. Like, now you gotta check my butt crack. I'd love to fucking Rikishi Stinkface Angel Hernandez. That'd be dope. The dude that took off his pants, isn't that indecent exposure because there were kiddos there? I mean, he didn't pull them all the way down. He just, nobody saw him. It wasn't butt ass naked streaking. But yeah. Anyways, so that's what's going on in baseball. It's a mess. It's pretty bad right now. And the whole sport looks pretty shitty. Now, yesterday we didn't get to this. I want to get to this. By the way, don't forget, coming up in hour number 2, I'm joined by Dr. Russel Williams from the Y Factor, the preeminent urologist in the entire nation, not just the city of Houston, but the entire nation. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be good. Not in the boof. You guys, we got a new word. We need to add this. We forgot about the Barry on Deck dictionary. We got to get boof added to the dictionary. We definitely got to get that. All right. This chat is weird today. Not just like, I guess something's technically wrong with the chat, but just the messages. Like Christy says she's having wiener problems. I'm not judging. We did not get to this yesterday, but I did want to talk about this. But in case you missed it. Oh, snap. Hey, looky here. Hold on. We got to shout out C. Wilson. C. Wilson said, first time in, Barry. Great show. Thumbs up. I will return for more, no doubt. Thanks, Crystal, for letting me know the location. Hey, C. Wilson. Love you. Thanks for being here. If I had any helium left, I would give you a special new member helium message. Hold on.
Don't go anywhere, C. Wilson. We love you.
Okay, that got weird. I'm sorry. I got weird. All right, let's do this though. So the Supreme Court ruled in favor of athletes in the NCAA, and if you hadn't heard this story, pretty interesting because a lot of these sports might be screwed down, and really it's going to be smaller colleges. But in the end, it was Judge Kavanaugh who wrote, the NCAA is not above the law. The NCAA couches its arguments for not paying student athletes in innocuous labels, but the labels cannot disguise the reality. The NCAA's business model would be flatly illegal in almost any other industry in America. Now think about that for a second. Because it's absolutely 1,000% true. No other place in this country could somebody be like, hey, we give you some education and stuff, so we're going to make billions of dollars off you guys and not give you one single goddamn cent. Not a single dime. But you get education. And that's been the argument. And players are like, bro, I'm not asking you to pay me millions of dollars like a professional athlete, but you can at least let me make money off my autograph. You can at least let me make money off of a picture and other shit like that. Like, why are you telling me the only thing I can get is whatever crumbs you give me? Well, the Supreme Court has said that's not okay. And now the NCAA is scrambling because they're going to have to figure out what exactly it is that they're going to do in order to be within the law, but also control in some way the spit, because programs like Alabama, USC, UCLA. I mean, these programs that already do well recruiting, but also have a shit ton of money, A&M. It's going to be interesting, man. Josh said, I'm not a Kavanaugh fan, but that was a good concurrence opinion. He called the NCAA out big time. Yeah, he really did. He really did. So the thing is, where does this go? It says that the nation's highest court limited the scope of its decision on those education-related benefits rather than delving further into questions about the association's business model. Yeah. So it comes down to this. Oh my God, my hands are all silver from the balloon. It comes down to this. These kids are out there risking injury and more, depending on the sport, in order for these institutions to make a lot of money. I mean, you can say that football is the cash cow. That's true. But March Madness makes a lot of money. College World Series brings in some, but not a lot. Are my lips silver? They are. Holy shit. I got to go wash my lips. Not the first time I've said that. I got dirty ass lips. No, that's not a comma, by the way. Yeah. I got dirty ass lips, not dirty, comma, ass lips. It's not the same. I digress. Pretty interesting, though. And I say good for the athletes. Too little, too late for a lot of them, but I say good for the athletes going forward. Make your money. Make your money. All right. That's it. I think, what is it? 251? So I've got this EA Sports promo for Madden 22. And I do want to watch it, but we don't have enough time to do it before the break. So how about we do this? It's 2:51. Now, normally I go to break at about 2:55, come back at 3 o'clock. Let's do this because I don't want to start it and then have to go to a break and then come back and finish up after that. I've got a couple things we're going to discuss in the second half, including being joined by Dr. Russel Williams from the Y Factor. But I want to go over that EA Sports video. If you're a Madden fan like me, we'll skim through it and see what it is. But let's go ahead and get our break in now. And then we'll come back a little early and get into it. And then, like I said, hour number 2, I'll be joined by Dr. Russel Williams. So let's bounce out for 5. It is a Whisker Wednesday. So, of course, Katie has put together some amazing videos of some of the cutest animals on the internet right now. So that'll keep you through this next 3 or 4 minutes. And it's not even a full 5, like 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'll be back and we'll continue the show. So if you need to take a break and go pee or poop or whatever it is you do during our 5-minute break, go do that. Smoke a cigarette, hit the bong, whatever. We'll be back in 5. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Stick around.
My husband and the real love of his life.
This is for anybody who is worried about my husband. Let me tell you something. He has plenty of love in his life. He is not worried about me. And let me tell you, our cat Gouda is also not worried about me. I am a second-class citizen in this home. Honey. Okay, I am just the lady that makes sure that they are fed and that the house is clean. I know my place. She lets me know all the time that man belongs to her. I am just a girl who follows the rules and takes care of both of them and makes sure that they are happy, fed, and clean. But as you can see, I am a second-class citizen. Ain't nobody worried about me.
So what you funky heifers won't do is disrespect me or my fucking son. He cannot help that he's this big. He got thyroid problems. Tell him. He said, fuck you and your fucking baby, all right? And that's on period. Ain't that right, son?
Hey children, I'm leaving. Penny, you're in charge because you're the oldest, but also because Salem doesn't have a moral compass. Be good. Salem, do you want to hold hands until Dad gets back? I could really use a friend right now. What are you doing? it off. Shut up. I can smell your corn shit paws from here. Okay, that's actually one of my best qualities. I'm really proud of that smell. God, you're so naughty. I wish you'd never been born. But also, you're my best friend. And I'm also secretly in love with you. Shut up. I'm gonna go find something to steal.
Bitch, you doing a good job. 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 Fuck that laundry. Fuck that dish. Take a break and shake that shit.
I caught your ass! Get back! Yeah, sucker! Uh-huh.
When your kitten thinks he's a rabbit too.
Buddy! Okay! Holy hell!
Number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, well, go fuck yourselves. Why would you leave? We still have so much fun to be had on this show, and you're not here to even hear me bitch to you about leaving in the first. Maybe you'll watch later. I don't know how this works. Listen. Coming up in hour number 2, Dr. Russel Williams from the Y Factor is going to join me. The top urologist in the nation, 20 years in the biz, and he has performed 20,000 vasectomies. Yeah, we're going to discuss all that and more. So it's going to be cool. It's Men's Health Awareness Month, so we'll talk about that. Also, I've got this video for you. I want to make sure we get this in. It is EA Sports released their new promo for Madden. So we're going to get to that. I want to make sure, though, that we get Dr. Williams in first before we do that. So we're going to wait until after he joins us, and then that way we can focus on the video. I don't want to have to stop and then pick it back up and it'd be weird and nobody saw it, this, that, and the other. No, CC's not going to bring us pictures of House's urinal tract. I love that bit, by the way. Mike Epps has a great bit where he's like, his grandma thinks everything is because you got a dirty urinal tract. He'd be like, I got a cold. And his grandma's like, you need to clean that urinal tract out. Good bit. Love Mike Epps as a comic. So let's do this. How many of you would believe this woman if she told you she was having sex with an alien? This woman who lives in the UK says that she's sick of men's shit and that she wants to normalize interspecies relationships. Okay. Crazy alert. So this woman claims that on May 31st, a voice in her dream said, wait in the usual spot. And then she No, not an illegal alien, Walt, like an extraterrestrial alien. Yeah, not like, listen. Wait, I said I'm back and I'm leaving again. This chick claims, so this is what she said, quote, he doesn't want me just for sex and won't lie to me like many men on earth. Boy, are you stupid. This is a London-based actress named Abby Bella. So let's watch. She's got a video. Let's watch the video. Hold on. Let's see what this, because I haven't watched the video here. I don't know what this crazy woman is talking about. But let's see. Crystal's down to fucking alien. Okay, that's fine. I don't feel like, though. Here's the thing. Have you ever seen a picture of an alien, Crystal? They don't have peepees. They don't rock like a dude dick. They're just like a weird smooth skinned Ken doll looking thing with freaky bug eyes. I've never seen an alien walking around looking like, oh, that alien is definitely from the Congo. That is definitely a Congo alien. They're all just smooth down there. Maybe just a little gash or something. I don't know. Is it just his finger is also his penis? I don't know how alien reproduction works, but I don't feel like it's the same thing. And ask yourself this. If you would have sex with an alien, would you have sex with a chimpanzee? Why do we think aliens are closer to human beings than monkeys are? It's probably not true. So for those of you that are saying you would bang an alien, would you bang a monkey? Would you bang a chimp? Would you? Because you might as well say yes if you're going to bang an alien, because they're not human beings. It's weird. Okay. It's absolutely weird. So, yes. Thank you, C. Wilson. Thank you. Listen, CC, you are the most inappropriately accurate, well-adjusted thinking woman. Does the chimpanzee have money? CC's morals firmly intact. Let's watch this video of this lady. Check this shit out. Let's see here. Let me get this. So this is the crazy lady. Let's see what this says.
Hi, gang. Today is confession time. I want you to meet my boyfriend. He doesn't like social media, and
that sounds like me on the helium. That's not really her. That can't be really her voice.
he prefers to stay anonymous.
Get the fuck out of
But
here.
today, I wanted to go public with our relationship. He's not from around here, but he comes in peace. We communicate telepathically, and that means that we can't argue. And although it's a long-distance relationship, we don't care, because light years, that's just a number. Aw, he says, hello, Earthling. Aw, that's so nice, baby. We're in the British newspapers now as well. Anyway, time for bed. Good night.
Listen. Sometimes you pick a story thinking these people are weird, but let's hear them out. And then you watch that video and you think, I hope this bitch's internet gets canceled forever. There's no reason that this woman should. Now, I don't know if she actually believes the shit she's saying or if she's just being sensational, but holy shit. Here's the rub. Here's the thing. Let's think about this for a second. If you're a chick and you're trying to get famous, you're trying to go viral, you're trying to get some run, and the best way besides titties, the best way that you think of is to tell people you're having sex with an alien. That'll be so cute. And then you post something like that, where you talk like a crazy person. We communicate telepathically, so we can't argue. First of all, if you could hear what I'm thinking, It would have started an argument. I said some mean shit just now. But here's the catch. So she does this little thing where she says she bangs an alien, right? And then maybe she goes, I was just kidding. I was just trying to go viral. But now every dude that meets her, that recognizes her, is going to be like, that's a crazy person. I don't want to have sex. You're a crazy person. I don't want to be with you. Go fuck your alien friend. You are a complete whack job weirdo that does weird shit. Whether you believed it or not, or whether you were telling the truth or not, you're now the psycho helium voice telepathic arguing alien fucking weirdo viral lady. What? Is there anything people won't do to go viral? I mean, this is the picture she drew. So she drew, thanks, C. Wilson. We'll see you. C. Wilson, I got to go. Great show. Be back. Thanks for the welcome. Yep, we'll see you. Thanks for dropping in. This is the picture she drew of the alien. Hold on. This is why I know that this bitch is just needing attention. Okay? When you see this shit, are you fucking kidding me? Light, round face, big eyes with what? With what? In ISIS? What the fuck? What? So this is her encounter. God, I hate people. I really, really hate people. Was she trying to spell irises? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm really mad that I gave this bitch 5 minutes of this show time. I am so angry with myself. Why would I do this? Why would I do this? To me, to us. Let's move on. I'm super angry at this lady. Super angry. Let's do this. Now, this is another link I want to do. This is pretty crazy. So there was a house on Zillow that went viral. Oh, shit. I lost it. It's sold. Okay, we've done this before. Remember when we went house shopping in Croatia? That was good times on the show. So this house looks like a normal house, right? Let's go through some pics here of the house. Okay. There's the kitchen. All right. Okay. Oh, look at that stove. That's pretty badass, right? Try to get this so that it fits a little better here. Okay. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Neato. Here's the bathroom. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty nice house. There's some stairs. Upstairs. Okay, that's a weird window. That's a pretty strange window. No, not a tiny house. Just hang with me, folks. Looks like it's got a tampon string for the ceiling fan, but that's okay. Not bad. Okay. I dig it. Little yellow room, little pink room. You can paint. You never buy a house, or you never pass on a house because of the walls' colors. You can always paint. It's not hard. All right, got a little upstairs Texas basement action. Little office looking thing with some shiplap on it. I think now we are actually down in the basement. All right, that's pretty cool. There's this is good. This is good stuff. There's all your plumbing. Easy access to everything that could go wrong down there. And what the fuck? What the fuck? Why is there a prison Why is there a jail cells in the basement of this house? This is the creepiest looking shit. So that's the house. What on earth? Why? The house is like sold. What kind of dungeon master creepy put the lotion on its skin kind of shit is this? Flips at his Buffalo Bill moving. Exactly. Oh, you want to see the weird little chair? Oh, yeah. Never mind. What is this? This is what you're hung up on, house, that? Come on, fam. There's a whole ass prison in the basement of this house. I don't know what this used to be. I don't know if this actually used to be like the town prison, but you can buy this house. By the way, this house sold. It closed on February 5th for $150,000. So it sold February 5th, 2021 for $150,000. And there you see, I don't understand that. What the fuck happens in these old houses? Do they get converted? That's just some weird shit. There's like boxes in the prison cells. Each one has its own toilet, it looks like. They actually have the bars for food. This is the strangest thing. Is that a thing for a cot? This is the strangest shit I've ever seen in a house. And we saw some weird shit. D-Mana says to keep those having sex with aliens locked up. Amen. Yeah, that's not bad as big as the house is. Let's see. It is 2,190 square feet. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 3 prison cells. I wonder if that's an option now you can put when you search for houses. If you're like, I'm looking for something with a little room and, maybe to lock up my kids when they act bad. I told you not to steal candy from the store. Now you get your ass in jail. How would that be, right? Could you imagine threatening your kids? If you don't go take that garbage out, I'm going to put you in the clink for 30 days. It's a whole new level of grounding the kids, right? Hey, you're grounded. Go to jail. Get downstairs. I'll bring you some bread and water for the next 2 weeks, you raggedy ass kid. You're in jail now. Hilarious. Chrissy said at least repaint the. I'm hoping that this is like some sort of historic home where they're like, this was the town jail for 2 weeks while sheriff had it built while we were building a new jail. That's weird. They have some super weird shit. There in this article. So this was where'd the other article go? Here we go. Another ultra creepy house. So let's watch the TikToks of this. Let's see here. Here we go. So this is like another ultra creepy house.
All right, so we just rented a new house. This is where you come in. And we have this pantry. And we're wondering why the heck it's got these locks. Because it's literally just a closet. And so I open the door and noticed what looks like a hatch in the floor.
Okay. I swear I haven't seen this, by the way. We're watching this together.
They did not mention a basement or anything in the listing, so I'm going to open this. Yeah, nope.
She's like, yeah, nope. All
right. Y'all are bugging me about going down here. So
I feel like she's already been down there. I mean, she's acting a little bit.
With not knowing what the heck was down here. So it was obvious that they had used this because they have this thing here to hold the door open, and we found this light switch after I recorded the video. So I'm gonna go down. I have not actually been down here.
Liar!
I'm so freaked out by it.
Liar. Okay.
So it is still legit sketchy down here. I do not like this.
It's just the basement.
I do not like this at all.
It's just the basement.
HVAC.
Nothing to be scared of.
Lots of dirt.
So we watched that together. Nothing to be scared of. Nothing to be fearful of. That was rather disappointing, was it not? Old houses like that have some plumbing and electrical access underneath. It's common. Yeah, remember we saw another one like this where they had a person, what was it? That same chick, there was like a hidden basement, right? And there was like a hidden, y'all remember that episode? I forget what it was. Let's ask an expert. Shelby, does that remind you of anything? See, you ain't got to be like that, Josh. Leave her alone. Be nice to her. Yeah, Matt, she freaked out for nothing. I feel like she got a little extra, but you know what? You got to do it for the TikTok clicks. You got to do it for the likes and the views on the talk. That's what it's all about. It's all about the likes and the views on the TikTok. Fidel said Underground Railroad. I don't even know where that was, to be honest with you. So that other house that we saw was in Vermont. The one with the actual prison in it, that was in Vermont. Now, this one that I just showed you, no idea where that is. But that's pretty interesting. So that's the only thing that sucks about living down here in the city of Houston in the state of Texas. We don't have basements like that for creepy stuff to occur. That would be cool. All right. I promised you guys, because it is Men's Health Awareness Month, that I would have a guest join me. And joining me right now on the program, Dr. Russel Williams from the Y Factor is here. 20 years he's been doing this, 20,000 vasectomies in, and he's still going strong. He's one of the premier urologists in the entire country. They started the Y Factor for us guys. It's kind of our OBGYN. Dr. Williams, thank you for joining me today. Very much appreciate it.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here.
Now, we got to start off. I got to know, 20,000 vasectomies. Is there a world record for this? Are you gunning for like a Guinness record here? That's a lot.
It started off kind of like McDonald's, where they had like 1 million hamburgers sold, and then after a while they just said, you know what, let's not put up the number of hamburgers anymore. And so, I do about 1,000 vasectomies a year, if not a little bit more. And then after 20 years, the math just adds up, and just a lot of vasectomies, a lot of guys, a lot of vasectomies, and guys are really, really happy with the vasectomy.
A lot of sanity saved, right? Like there's a lot of people saying, all right, that is enough kids, no more kids. We keep our sanity. You're out here saving marriages.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some of the guys show up and they say, oh, my wife set me up for an appointment today. They go, great, we'll get you set up for the vasectomy. They're like, oh, that's what she set me up for.
Exactly. Now, we've actually had one of our deckheads went in and got a vasectomy from you, said it was amazing, easy, no issues, in and out, super, and back to work the next day, some mild discomfort in that, and bragged about how easy it was. So I do want to say, if you are tired of having kids, get out there to the Y Factor. They make it so easy. But that's not why you're here today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about June being Men's Health Awareness Month, and it is so important. Right. Men, I don't know what it is, Doc. What is it about us men that we don't want to get checked? Why are we just trying to be tough and manly? Are you finding that attitude is slowly changing?
It is. And I think it's generational. It's not something that's been carried down from father to the son. But the fact of the matter is, young guys get testes cancer, and of course we know about prostate cancer, and they need to have that evaluated, and that's just in the field of urology. You got other things, pressure and cholesterol, and kidney disease, and kidney health, and there's a lot of things that guys should look after, and the numbers show that guys just suffer from bad disease earlier and die earlier than women who undergo regular examinations.
Now, my wife is a nurse, and she said that they're finding colon cancer and the like a lot earlier in men and women, but that testing is being changed, right? Because used to be you didn't have to go get a colonoscopy or any type of exam like that until 50, but now they're saying that they're moving it back, right? So for men, what is the optimal age to come in and see somebody like yourself to get whatever checked out? What are some of those ages, some of those hurdles we need to be aware of? Because I think it's moved.
Yeah. Well, so testes cancer is something that happens in guys in their 20s and 30s. After the age of 35, testes cancer becomes pretty rare. So there is definitely the need to have either a self-examination or an examination by a physician for guys in their 20s and 30s. And if it's a little bump down in around the testicle area, it needs to be evaluated. And
by the way, I went through that with you guys. I came in and got an exam. Yeah, I came in, got an exam.
Yeah.
It was Dr. I forget his name now.
One of the
Tristan
guys
Grimaldi, right?
Yeah, Grimaldo, sure. Absolutely,
Yeah, it was Dr. Grimaldo. And he was like, I found a lump. I was like, that's my balls. That's not cool. But no, we said, and thank God, false alarm. But I really am glad I went through the process because you just never know, right?
You never know. We diagnose 2 or 3, maybe 4 testicular cancers a year. So it's not a rare disease.
Yeah.
And of course, if you find it, you have to treat it. And then oftentimes it leads to a pretty good outcome, but guys just can't ignore it. If you ignore it, that's not a good thing for testes cancer.
So 20s and 30s, get your testicles checked. Beyond that, what else should they be doing?
So when guys move into their now 30s and 40s, they're thinking about either starting a family or sterility, controlling the size of their family. So we have a lot of guys come in and say, hey, doc, we've been trying to get pregnant for a year and it's just not happening. And we're trying to do all the right things and it's just not happening. And, I don't feel like I should have any problems with fertility because fertility is a silent thing. We say, well, let's take a look. So through the evaluation, we can oftentimes determine if he's part of the problem. And if so, what would be the underlying reason as to why he's part of the problem. Along with that, we also evaluate guys for sexual dysfunction. So a lot of guys will say, hey, and by the way, performance maybe is a little bit off. So we help out with that. And oftentimes that will lead to evaluation of testosterone. And testosterone is obviously very important for guys throughout all ages, all decades of their lives. So we know that testosterone levels will drop. A guy won't necessarily know that because it's kind of like a slow drop. So we'll measure the testosterone and treat that. So that's for the services for guys, the wellness services for the guys in their 30s and 40s. When you get into the 50s and 60s, then you got your prostate cancer that begins to become more a part of the picture. And since 1 in 7 guys will have prostate cancer, obviously, it's very important that we keep an eye out for that. There's a blood test. We all know about that. It's called PSA test. It's a prostate-specific antigen test, but there's a bunch of other tests that we can do for prostate cancer too.
So now going back to the 30s and 40s, and you talked about men's health and testosterone, and what is the significance of that? Why is the testosterone and getting tested and making sure? I mean, obviously, when most of us think of testosterone, we think of like, oh, it just makes you a man. I mean, I could take testosterone and develop it, but it's so much more than that when it comes to health. Is that right?
It is. So there's a range, a normal range, somewhere between 300 and 900. So it's a big range because testosterone goes up and down throughout the day. So it has a big range. So a lot of us think about, testosterone, those are the guys that are the bodybuilders and the football players and all of that. And those are guys that are probably living in a testosterone range above 1,000. They're up there high. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about trying to get guys to live in that bodybuilder testosterone range because that causes problems with liver health and prostate health and the thickening of the blood and some heart-related issues. But we're talking about people who live low testosterone range, below the normal, and moving them up into the normal range, or maybe a guy in the low normal range moving up into a higher normal range. What that does do is it makes the guy feel more motivated. It makes him have more ability to get into the gym, be able to work out. If he's able to work out, he's able to develop muscle. If he's able to develop muscle, he's able to burn fat. If he's able to burn fat, now he's feeling better. It has ramifications for improving a man's fertility. It also allows him to also have better sexual performance. So testosterone is a pretty important drug or a pretty important hormone, and guys, they really respond well to treatment.
Yeah, so when I came to you guys, I got diagnosed with low T, and it turns out though some of the medication I was having some side effects on. I had to get off of it. Is there alternatives besides just medicine that can be done, or is it pretty much it needs to be controlled by a doctor?
Well, it's a couple things. What we do is we drill down to the root cause for it. So if the root cause is that the testosterone is being metabolized quickly, then we look for ways to stop that process. So that's not necessarily giving more testosterone as it is slowing down the metabolism and the breakdown of testosterone. If the problem is that the central system that controls the production of testosterone is not responding normally, then we work towards repairing that central system. So we're not giving testosterone, we're readjusting the normal mechanisms that are in the body to be able to help out with testosterone. Some guys actually need to have testosterone production boosted in their body. And so there's kind of 2 ways of doing that. One is what we kind of hear a lot about, and those are those testosterone shots. Some of the guys want that. If they want to, then of course for us it's important to do so safely. But a lot of guys want to have their own natural testosterone improved production out of their testicles, and we treat a lot of guys that way. It maintains testicular size and maintains their fertility function, and it's more of a natural, more of what we call physiological way to replace their testosterone.
Interesting. Well, I have some good news, and we're going to get into more because I have more questions for you, but I have some good news for those of you deck heads that are in the Barry on Deck weight loss challenge. The Y Factor has stepped up and said that they will do testosterone testing free for all of the men that are in the weight loss challenge. So let's give it up for the Y Factor. Doc Williams, thank you so much for doing that for those of us trying to get healthy and lose weight, because like you said, a lot of times your weight loss or lack of weight loss and reasons for weight gain could be testosterone related. So I want to thank you guys personally for giving all of the men that are in the Barry on Deck Weight Loss Challenge the opportunity to go in and get tested and see if they have something wrong with them as it relates to testosterone that they could take care of. That's really cool of you guys. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. We appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk about diet and exercise when it comes to all of these things that we've talked about through health from the 20s through the 50s and 60s. Give me a couple of tips since we're doing the weight loss challenge and it is Men's Health Awareness Month. What are some of your best tips that you would give to guys like myself who are struggling losing weight, but also trying to be healthy and still live a fun life and not just eat kale chips and drink water all day? Right.
Well, oh gosh. So when it comes to body weight management, food selection is so critical, right? I mean, a food decision could make a difference between 300, 400 calories. And, we all get out there and realize how much exercise we have to do to be able to burn up 300, 400 calories. So, being able to try to pick foods that are of lower calorie, more filling, obviously those are important. But short of that, then being able to get involved with cardiovascular related activities that are burning up calories. Now, guy's going to need about 2,500 kilocalories of caloric intake per 24 hours. And so, but if he does some exercise, he can get that up to 3,000. Now, one of the things that's important is being able to have, once you're able to decrease your fat and able to increase your muscle, then you kind of go into a new state of well-being where it's much easier to exercise, it's much easier to maintain a higher testosterone, and it's much easier to maintain a hormone that we don't want. It's called the estrogen. Mm-hmm. So we kind of get in a little bit of a rut there. If we get in a rut where we get a little bit too much fat, then the fat is converting the testosterone into the estrogen. So now we have a high estrogen and low testosterone, and that's not really good for motivation and good physiological response to exercise.
And that's when we get these titties, Doc, right? That's when we get these titties.
We want to break out of that, right? We want to break out of that. So some guys are able to do so by choice of food and choice of exercise and being able to burn and get a lower BMI and get a lower fat concentration, and then naturally move into that. Some of the guys say, hey, Doc, I tried to do so, I can't do so. Is there anything you can do to help out? And there's some medications that we can do that will raise the testosterone and lower the estrogen, and then they're able to get back into the exercise and the food selection choices to maintain a leaner body fit. And of course, that has a lot of positive benefits, from lowering cholesterol, lowering blood pressure, lowering the risk for elevated blood sugars, which, all three of those comorbidities are really hard on the body, hard on the kidneys, hard on the brain, hard on the eyes, hard on the heart.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, give me one tip, urological health-wise, that men can do, because I know that's not a thing that dudes focus on. We just want to look good and be ripped. But this is men's health awareness, right? So one tip that we should focus on from that perspective.
Well, guys get pretty motivated when it comes to symptoms. If something hurts, they're going to go and see the doc. So what you're really kind of saying is, what should we know about that's not causing symptoms, that's silent, that should go in to get a urologic evaluation? And that would be fertility levels, for guys, young guys, is, hey, I want to have a child. And before you go off and try a year's worth of a semen analysis, a sperm count, looking at how many sperm are available, it's really very revealing as to whether a guy might be part of a fertility problem and whether that being able to get a pregnancy going is going to be easy. That's number one. Number two, we talked a little bit about testosterone. The drop in testosterone is a little bit slow, so guys will think, gosh, I'm just getting a little bit tired, getting a little bit older. It's not a precipitous drop like off a cliff. And so a testosterone check can lead towards a treatment plan that's going to make a guy feel much better. And then lastly, going in for your prostate exams. Your prostate exams are very important, whether it's enlargement of the prostate, the risk for prostate cancer. Some guys have a little bit of infection of the prostate. And these are all things that can make a guy have difficulty with controlling his urine, having to get up more at night. And these are just not conditions he has to live with. These are conditions that we can easily treat.
Excellent. And they can do that at the Y Factor. Dr. Russel Williams joining me from the Y Factor. Dr. Williams, how can they get in touch with you? And there's 5 locations around the city, so there's no reason they can't get to you. What's the best way for them to get in touch with you guys?
Well, our main office phone number is 832-358-8600, 832-358-8600. The Y factor, THEY factor, FACTOR. Y is in the Y chromosome. That's why we're named the Y factor, because the Y chromosome is everything that determines maleness. So the Y factor, we have a website with the capability of booking appointments online with a lot of good information and with all kinds of helps, frequent asked questions and answers. And we take all insurances. So there's not really much of an impediment for guys to see us. We take insurance. We're located in many different locations. We have Saturday hours. We have after hours. So we're really convenient for guys.
So dudes, you're out of excuses, okay? You are legitimately out of excuses. Insurance covers it. Open all week. 5 locations around town. TheYFactor.com. Dr. Russel Williams knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for 20 years. One of the top urologists in the country, hands down. And again, my experience was super easy. It was in, out. There was no BS. There was no, running me through this and that. I got tested. I found out what was wrong with me, and it was up to me to get it done. So that's why I loved working with the Y Factor, and I think you guys will too. Dr. Williams, thank you so much for doing this. I know it's important for the deckheads, especially the older dudes, to get checked and get tested and be healthy, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about that.
It's my pleasure.
There you go. That is Dr. Russel Williams. I'll get his name right. Sorry about that, Doc. That is Dr. Russel Williams from the Y Factor joining us on Barry on Deck. That's good times. And I'm really excited about the fact that everybody in the weight loss challenge gets to go and get their testosterone checked at the Y Factor at no charge, all courtesy of the Y Factor. So that's dopeness for sure. Really appreciate those guys over at the Y Factor. One more time. Thanks to Dr. Russel Williams for joining. I can't believe I said Russell. I knew I was going to do that. I knew it. I was like, as soon as I saw his name was Russell with a W, I was like, I'm going to accidentally call him Russell Wilson. It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Michael Green said, no big ass brown bag. I don't know what that means. Flip said, okay, how many of the deckheads' fingers are burning from wanting to joke with the doc? Yeah, I figured that much. Fidel, great segment, Barry. That needs to be clipped for Men's Health Month. Yeah, that was really good. Tony said, I love sports. Well, we're going to get back to the sports. Let's do this EA thing. Let's check that out. I hope that was informative. Guys, seriously, you got to go get checked. So go get your testosterone checked. While you're there, you can do the blood work and all that stuff. But if they're offering you a free check on your testosterone, you should absolutely take them up for it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get with Jen. We're going to get your contact information. We're going to turn that over to the Y Factor, and I'll work with them on how to get that information done. So all of the deckheads that are in, all the male deckheads that are in the weight loss challenge can get to the Y Factor and get their testosterone checked and tested. So that's dope. All right. Oh, my poop test. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, no, that's done already. I sent that off already. Now I got one more night on the sleep test. So now I've done my blood work, my food allergy work, nothing back on that yet, but the poop test is sent off, and sleep test, the last one is tonight, and then I'll mail that off, and then we'll find out what the fuck is wrong. I think I'm going to actually go get retested at the Y Factor, get my testosterone checked again, because I was borderline before. And the crazy thing is so I don't remember. I remember the doctor Grimaldo that was telling me about the two options. You can either produce it naturally, or they can give you testosterone. And I think I did the drug that does it naturally. And if some of you guys used to listen to me on ESPN radio, you recall that was when I started having those spots pop up. And they were like, yeah, just stop taking that medicine. So maybe I'll go the other route. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Perry says, can I get a free vasectomy? That's not how that works. I don't think they're offering free vasectomies. They're offering free testosterone test. Big difference. Or just, wear a condom until you save up enough money to get a vasectomy at the Y Factor. All right. So, let's do this EA Sports video. Yeah, we got plenty of time. It's 3:35. We're good. So EA Sports has Madden 2022 coming out pretty soon. And this is the promo video. I have not watched this video. I don't know what to expect from Madden 22. If you're a Madden 22 fan, then this will help you understand. No, none said it's not that people struggle with maintaining a healthy weight. It's that people struggle with self-discipline. You address the lack of self-discipline and the rest will follow. I think that's probably true in a way, no none, but there are some people that no matter how much they diet, how much they exercise, or how well they eat, they either can't lose the weight that they've gained or they can't not lose weight at all. And look, I mean, as you get older, it gets harder and harder to lose weight. So there's probably some truth to that. Yes, self-discipline is key. I don't have good self-discipline, but at the same time, if you've got other medical issues, maybe the testosterone or whatnot, certainly is going to have an effect on how you burn calories or how quickly or whatever. And again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Hey, thank you. Thank you to the Y Factor for being a part of this show and for helping out the male deckheads and getting us healthy. Always appreciated. All right. So let's watch this Madden promo and see what it's all about. Because I legitimately have no idea. God, it looks so real. Until you get to the gameplay, that's what pisses me off about Madden.
Connor Dugan here.
When it comes to Madden, excuse me, like all of the cut scenes look great. It's the gameplay that never looks as good as it should. If we're being honest.
Senior Design Director on Madden NFL 22.
So we're
super excited to be here with you today to share some of the awesome work our teams are doing, specifically on franchise and Madden 22.
Still don't like the graphics. I still don't like the graphics. They still don't look fluid enough.
New franchise features that we'll talk about today include franchise staff and new staff points. The importance of weekly strategy and the integration of dynamic game day on next-gen consoles, an enhanced season engine, franchise hub updates, tuning, and more.
What on earth?
With new franchise staff, you're in control of everything from the front office to the field.
Okay.
Franchise staff is meant to empower you to build, grow, and customize your coaching staff using a new RPG talent tree system.
Oh my God.
So you can build a team that fits your play style. There will be more than 60 different talents to choose from at launch, with more to be added via our Madden 22 franchise live service. Are you shitting me? Plus, the #1 most requested improvement by our players to franchise is scouting. We're targeting September for the release of scouting through a live service update. Madden 22's revamped scouting feature will allow you to manage and assign your scouting staff with all new national and regional scouts. We'll have a whole new and much more in-depth system for uncovering details about your prospects. And just like real life, players will move up and down the draft board all season long.
Okay, so
we'll have more to share on scouting later in the summer.
So basically what they're doing is, if you recall, when you recruited in NCAA football, which by the way was the funnest part of playing NCAA football, was the recruiting, right? I mean, let's be real. The most fun playing NCAA football, besides just option left, option right, and scoring on a 90-yard touchdown run with the Aggies, that's all he used to do. I had Reggie McNeil as my quarterback, and I would just option left, option right, just 90-yard touchdown runs. Couldn't hang with it. But the recruiting was my favorite part. I would literally keep a notebook while I recruited in NCAA football. So I think they're trying to capture some of that. I think they're trying to bring some of that back to Madden by doing the coaching tree stuff and then the scout areas and stuff like that. I think they're trying to incorporate some of that because that's what people loved about NCAA football. I will say this too. NCAA football always seemed to be a better game engine. I liked the graphics and the smoothness of gameplay versus Madden. Madden is just not smooth. It never has been. It just never has been. So anyways,
your franchise staff is made up of 4 positions: head coach, an offensive and a defensive coordinator.
I don't like this coaching tree thing.
And a player personnel department.
I really don't like that I have to put a tree
Now, I bet
together
you're wondering
and give
about
them
those new
attributes.
staff points we mentioned at the top.
I don't like this,
Staff
dude.
points can be earned weekly by setting goals, playing your games, and completing objectives. Then, you can use staff points to upgrade your staff through coach talent.
See, that's just stupid.
Easy, right?
No.
Next up, weekly strategy and dynamic game day integration. Each week in the NFL presents a new challenge for players, coaches, teams, and fans.
Boy, this is
Weekly
too much.
strategy in Madden 22 is designed to mimic the dynamic environment while offering you the chance to confront and overcome various challenges in different ways.
What?
In essence, weekly strategy is really the core of your franchise experience.
This is
Who
too
you
much
play,
work.
Where you play, and when you play all matter more than ever.
Thank you, P.
Next-gen
Jones.
stats and the dynamic game
Just
day
update
integration,
the
you'll be
gameplay
able
and
to
the
study your
graphics.
opponent's strengths and weaknesses with detailed statistical and play calling info.
Oh my God, this
Manage
is
your
ridiculous.
team's fatigue levels.
This
throughout
game
the
is
season
gonna
by controlling
suck so
practice
much.
intensity and reps between game days. Plus, you can assess your first half
Why
performance.
do they think people want to do
adjustments
this?
At halftime and come out of the locker room better prepared for the second half. Because when game day happens, you can never be too ready.
What is
Here's some
MUT,
additional
Eric?
details on what you can expect
Eric keeps
to see
saying
in
fix the
weekly
mutt.
strategy.
What is that? This is stupid.
NFL players,
This is too
coaches,
much work.
and
Listen,
GMs encounter a roller coaster.
when it comes to this fucking game, here, let me explain to you, EA Sports, what people want. PP Dubs wants Tecmo Bowl. The way people want this to go is this. I want to be able to recruit from NCAA football crossover when you re-release that. I want to be able to do the scouting and do the draft because that's fun. I like to draft my players. That's a lot of the reason why people play fantasy baseball and football and shit to begin with is the draft. You want to go through the motions of the draft. You want to build some team full of nothing but draft players eventually. I don't want to go through fucking coaching trees and all this crap that I got to do with point totals and in-game adjustments. Bro, I just want to run my set 5 or 6 plays that I know. I got 5 or 6 plays that everybody does that. They've got 5 or 6 plays. I'm going to run those until the wheels come off. That's it. And then I'm going to go recruit. I'm going to win 70-15 and I'm going to go recruit. Okay? Stop making this so weird. Stop trying to make this like I'm not a coach. I don't care. I don't want to be, I got to get my offensive coordinator's tree stuff up. What? Pete Jones said, I ain't bought Madden since 2015 and I'm not buying this one either. Oh, I'm definitely not buying this one. Katie said, I just want my career to go back to how it first started. The 2-parent mixtures and agents, etc. Madden Ultimate Team is mutt. Okay. Basically, baseball cards in Madden, but you can play with the players. Okay. Kind of like they do in the baseball game, whatever. All right,
Scenarios
let's finish
every
this up.
day, every week,
This is
all
infuriating.
season long.
That-
And the
that
enhanced
graphics
season
look
engine
bad.
in Madden 22 was built to emulate these true-to-life ups and downs of
Nobody
the NFL.
wants that, though.
Madden 22 will launch with over 35 scenarios, and we'll add more as part of our continued franchise live service
We
commitment.
don't want that.
One example is the perfect chemistry
Oh,
scenario.
my God. Pete Carroll, where's
During
his
the
teeth?
season, an elite quarterback can trigger a tiered breakout for a young receiver. As the weeks go on, the challenges get tougher, but the rewards increase, giving you the chance to take a middling wide receiver and turn them into one of the league's rising stars.
Jesus Christ.
Scenarios like this will allow you to experience more fun and engaging choices, goals, and challenges that lead to meaningful rewards in-game.
Let me explain
This
how you do
expansive
this.
catalog of narrative-driven NFL content will start at launch and continue throughout the year, featuring new choices and challenges that are unique to each story, with an impact on both your on-field gameplay as well as your off-field decision-making.
This is so stupid.
We've
Let me
strategy-
explain to you what
The
people
updates you
want.
will see on the new franchise hub.
This is the thing. And maybe I'm speaking out of turn here for a lot of you. The way when I play Madden, what I want. Here's the thing. I want to know what's going on in the real NFL, and I want that to translate to the game that I'm playing. I don't understand why we're going to take a breakout receiver with 35 scenarios and do all this dumb shit. I'm not trying to make a fucking Tavon Austin turn into Julio Jones. No. I want Tavon Austin in real life to play the same way in Madden. That's what I want. I want whatever's going on in real life to be reflected in real time in my game. So if Will Fuller becomes a top 5 receiver, that should be reflected in the game that week or the next week or whatever. As he grows and as these players grow and get better or get worse, that should translate to the game. None of this, I'm just going to take some random long snapper and turn him into a dominant defensive end. No, why? And I don't give a shit about the coaching tree. I don't care that my offensive coordinator has points. That means nothing to me. I am the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. Mimic the players' abilities like they are in real life, and as they get better or worse, make them better or worse. And I saw somebody mention this in the chat. And it's absolutely true. Give me the dynamic weather. Give me the dynamics of what's going on in real life at these stadiums. So if it's raining in Pittsburgh, it should be raining in the game that Sunday. Why not? It just seems so easy. I don't know. It's really dumb. They just do so much extra shit that they don't need to do. I will only get that if I can find a PS5. You shouldn't get it. And this is the final answer. Just hurry up and bring NCAA football back. That was the franchise. Madden was good for a few years. It's whack now. Like, no one gives a shit about Madden anymore. Justin said they typically update the rosters and season to do just that. The extra ness and all the bullshit is strictly in franchise mode, I'm pretty sure. But that's just it. Do they update the like week to week? Because like if there's I remember in MLB The Show, if a batter was hot in real life, if a batter was, if Altuve had hit 5 home runs in 7 games, his power numbers increased in the game. Why can't we do that? Football's once a week anyways. It should just be that. It's just evaluate everybody for their week and update them accordingly. If somebody goes off and rushes for 150 yards, tweak it a little bit. I don't know. It just seems they just do a bunch of shit nobody wants. They're like, we listened. Here's a coaching tree. Did you listen? Were there gamers? Were there really 15-year-olds screaming for a coaching tree? Were there really 40-year-old dudes with 9 kids and a fucking miserable life? Like, man, you know what I want to do instead of actually just playing football and winning games? I want to build a coaching tree with fucking points and some convoluted, complicated ass scenarios that I got to pay attention to outside of run left, run right, Hail Mary, stop the ball kind of shit. I don't know. Oh, you can't? Good. That's all I care about then. I don't want all that extra bullshit. I don't need any of that bullshit. None of it. None of it. Stats are for their attributes, not yardage statistics. Okay. That's fine. It's ridiculous. All right, chat. Let's do a poll. I wish I could do polls like I could in Twitch. There's no way to add a poll. I got to know, though. There's a beef. No pun intended. It's chicken. There's a beef going on right now between Hooters and Wingstop. And the reason this beef exists, no pun intended, I'm not going to stop saying that. The reason this is happening is because Wingstop is introducing flavored thighs. Okay? And Hooters kind of clapped back on them about it. Let's take a gander over here at the screen. So Wingstop put out a tweet that said, introducing the biggest thigh boss, Rick Ross, because they're now selling flavored thighs instead of just wings. Well, Hooters hopped on their post and said, it's easy to give up on wings when yours aren't that great. Then they got drug a little bit. Some of the responses were, not a single person has ever said, let's go eat at Hooters. That is false. I have said those very words to Nora on several occasions. The waitresses carry your restaurant. That is also false. The Hooters has lowered their standards in such a way that I feel like I've bumped into the same chick at Hooters that I did at a Walmart. It just feels like there's no standards anymore. And then Thigh Stop said, imagine pulling up to the comments trying to get your clout up. Somebody else said, are you guys even still open, referring to Hooters? To which Wingstop said exactly. All right, let's settle the debate. Not a COVID cough. Let's go, chat. Let's settle the debate once and for all. It's very simple. You either type in Hooters or Wingstop. Make your choice. Let's go. Let me hear it. I'm going to give you my answer. Several people are saying, let's see. I pick Hooters simply based on the fact that I can't help a girl get through med school at Wingstop. Okay, fair enough. Hooters shouldn't be talking. Hooters is trash. Hooters is garbage. Here come the votes. Wingstop. Hooters scenery is not the best, but their food is good. We've got Wingstop, Hooters food, Wingstop. Not an option. Of course, Mr. 1% has to do something different. That God damn it, Chris. Why do you guys feel the need to do that? If I give you two fucking options, if Buffalo Wild Wings was an option, Chris, somebody give him a timeout. I'm just so... If you're not going to follow the rules, you don't deserve to be able to chat for 5 fucking minutes, Reyes. Get out of here. It wasn't an option. 5-minute timeout for Chris. God damn it. Pay attention. Stop making your own rules. We got a Wingstop. Hooters, Wingstop. God damn. 2 Hooters, Obv. When I worked at the gym, I gave all the Hooters girls free monthly passes. No one gives a shit out of it. Wingstop. I'll never been to Wingstop. Hooters, old school Hooters, Wings, Bentley was always my pick. Home cooking. God damn it, not an option. Hotters, Hooters. So Wingstop with the early surge, Hooters coming on late. I'm going to tell you right now. Just straight up ass wings. Not like they have like ass wings. Those aren't a thing. I'm going Hooters. Yeah. I'm going Hooters hot wings. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I would have picked Hooters, and I do, is their wings used to be a lot bigger. And if you got breaded Hooters wings, God, it was a lot of wing. Like, it was not these little skimpy ass little bullshit wings that everybody else serves. Hooters, now, they have fallen off. They don't get those wings anymore. They're not as big, and I don't know why, and it kind of sucks. But them's the facts. But I do think this. It would be a tough call, but I'm going to get Hooters tonight. No, it just sells it. But it would be a tough call between Hooters wings, Hooters hot breaded, and the garlic parmesan chicken strips at Wingstop. That's my 2 go-tos. But if I'm picking one versus the other, I'm definitely going Hooters. And they got better ranch. Fight me, hoes. I don't care. Don't at me, but fight me. Hooters has better ranch than Wingstop. Suck it. Okay? Suck it. Chris shows up with his second account. You dirty bitch. You're not allowed. You really should have included Big City Wings since they still serve your burger, Barry. Yeah, but they don't sponsor this show. I don't have to do that. This was a fight between 2 companies. But if this was, they were a sponsor, yeah, of course. Even then, probably not. This was just between Wingstop and Hooters fighting online. That's why it was what it was. Aaron said our parents used to take us to Hooters at soccer tournaments when I was a kid, and we used to drop our fork on purpose so that the waitress would come and pick them up. You are a pervert, Aaron, and I like your style very much. That's the one thing I don't understand. Who's taking their kids to Hooters? Like, who's like, hey, let's take our 6-year-old to go stare at titties and thighs, and we're not talking about the chicken. It's fucking weird. Hey, you know what's not weird? Taking care of your ugly face. Some of you guys specifically, your face is dry. It looks like someone left a potato out in the sun too long, and your ugly face needs some work. And that's why you need Ray Beauty, folks. All kidding aside, Ray Beauty is a plant-based skincare product line that revitalizes, repairs, and nurtures your mind and your body and your face. And I'm sure you know, but these hemp-based products, and that's what they are, is the same folks that bring you Hemp Vita. They're more popular than ever because of the incredible benefits that the hemp extract can provide for your skin. Help treats acne, fight inflammation, helps fight signs of aging, increases the oxygenation in your skin. You're going to love these products. I promise you that. Hemp oil is what's in these products. It's skincare topicals. Jen's been using the cleaner and the moisturizer. Says she loves the cleaner. Tingles. She knows it's working. Good for your face. Look. They have the line for men. They have a line for women. Do yourself a favor, though. Take care of your face. and do it with something that's actually going to benefit you. A lot of this stuff I feel like, now this is just me talking, but a lot of this stuff out there that they sell at like Kroger and stuff that people are buying, it seems a little sus. But what you get with Rain is you're getting actual ethically sourced USA grown materials that are third-party lab tested and certified for daily use. Not just like, we just threw some lotion and some water together and there you go. Look, here, for example, this is some of the stuff that I have listed here. Help fight the signs of aging. Some of you are looking a little old and ragged. Hemp seed and CBD oil have anti-aging properties, which help to reduce wrinkles, fine lines, dark spots, and sagging skin. Why wouldn't you do this? You want to put your best face forward. Do that with Rain Beauty products. Go to rainbeauty.com. Rainbeauty.com. Use that promo code DECADE2021. You're going to save 10% on your order. Speaking of ugly people that need rain, Tony Garza says, I don't need rain, but I'll take a look at their products. I mean, you definitely should take a look, Tony. Every handsome man needs a moisturizer. Okay? Every handsome man needs a moisturizer. Yes, it worked, Chris. Yes, your back door works. That sounds weird. So it looks like chat voted Wingstop, which I think is interesting because I think just straight up buffalo style wing sauce, give me Hooters. It's better. It's just better. But garlic parm, I'm rocking that other wings. Where'd it go? I'm rocking Wingstop. Okay, I think that's it. I'm out of topics. It's 3:56. I have to pee. I got work to do. It rained today. I don't get to do the yard. So I'm going to sit in here and cut up videos for the show. So let's get the hell out. Uh-oh. Hold on. Got a super chat. We got to pause for the cause. Got to get the super chat in. You would send it at the last second. Toto Dallas, thank you for your $5 super chat, my friend. You saved the day with the super chat. Toto Dallas said, can I gift Rain products to an ugly male deckhead like I gifted subs on Twitch? I mean, you could just buy it and send it to him, I guess. I don't know. I mean, who'd you have in mind? I don't know. It's weird. Thank you for your super chat, Total Dallas. Very much appreciate you supporting the show. I appreciate you all being here and supporting the show. And speaking of supporting the show, AP Law Group brings you Barry on Deck every single day. Check them out, aplawgroup.com. If you've been injured in an accident, hit by an AT-wheeler, or have had a loved one that has suffered a wrongful death, give them a call. 713-913-GO-AP or aplawgroup.com. Good times today. I felt a little off my game. I felt like I wasn't bringing my A game for you guys, but you hung in there, and I appreciate the support. Thanks to Dr. Russel Williams of the Y Factor for joining me. And for the Y Factor for giving all of our Barry on Deck weight loss contestants that are men a chance to go get their testosterone checked and make sure that they are sufficient in that area. Tomorrow, Kelly Eco from The Athletic is going to join the show, and we are going to talk a crap ton about this draft coming up and the lottery and the Rockets and their path forward and everything else, including the playoffs. So until then, when I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Okay, 2:04. Go fuck yourselves. Do me 3 favors. Be safe, people. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video!